Alright, like, thank you for tuning the channel today. Today behind me we have the Kubota GL14000 low boy generator. These generators are great. I have a video that shows on my channel, if you go back and look, at fuel consumption, running it, load testing on the house, all those things, right? It's a great generator. When I purchased it, I did not have any transport or any way to basically haul it around, and it ends up sitting in the back of my shop, and it's so heavy and it's a lot of work to get it out of the shop because it weighs close to 900 something pounds. So the problem is getting it out, exercising it, pulling it out of the shop, letting it run, then putting it back up, stuff like that. So I wanted something to kind of move it around, be able to get portability. I mean, I don't really go off-road. It's going to be on the concrete most of the time. And if you see, I had some casters. These 2x4s actually came on it when it shipped. And so all I did was just put some drywall screws and some casters with some fender washers. And, it's kind of worked, but it kind of hasn't worked. And I was on the old internet, and I had a Harbor Freight email pop up, and I was like, you know what? I saw this steel utility cart. Sorry, the label's upside down. And it was listed for 159 bucks on sale today. So we're gonna open this box up. Let's see how good it sits on this. This cart's rated for 1,200 pounds. This generator weighs 900 something, so we should be good there. I like the air tires. It may make it move around good, but they also now make a solid tire. So if I need to replace the tires on this buggy to a solid tire, I'm even okay with that. Just didn't really want to have to build anything, and you need something that turns. So anything that turns is going to have the wheels moving, and it's going to get it up a little higher. So I want to see how the center of gravity is, make sure it's not too tipsy. And anyway, I'm going to open this box up and get this wagon put together. Let's get it under here and let's get it set on top and see how it does. Okay, so you can see what I did here. Like I said, it was just a cheap get it around, be able to move it around the shop whenever I got it. But like I said, trying to look for a little bit better fix. And then I don't think these were weighted for the weight that we had, you can tell. Those just came off a furniture dolly. We'll pick this up a little bit, we'll get that wagon under there, see what it looks like. Okay, so I got the generator mounted on the cart. I got 30 psi in every tire. Now these tires are rated for 400 pounds a piece, so almost 2 tires is good enough rating for the genset itself. But I set it on this way because I thought I wanted the control panel where the handle is. That way you can kind of see it and steer it. But the problem is as you can tell by looking at the tires, the heavy side of this generator is on the generator side. The motor side is the lighter side. So for this cart, it's going to work better to turn it around because we have our heavy side over the steer axle. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this back up, flip it around, and then we'll see how it rolls around. Alright, so I've got 30 psi in the tires. I've got the generator side on the back end, which is the heavier side, so I have the lighter side over the steer axle. It seems to work just fine. It's a little bit wobbly with the air tires. I may put solid tires on it, which isn't a large expense, but instead of trying to build a buggy from scratch and just picking this one up, I think it's going to do just fine. Maneuverability, it's definitely way easier to move than it was on those casters. I can actually get some speed with it. And turning, I wouldn't cut your turn radius too sharp, just because you've got high center of gravity on it. But overall, I think that cart's going to work just fine for me. Plus, it comes with an orange handle. Turn this around real quick. But for me to be able to move this in and out of my shop and do you know, just test run it, exercise it, let it get warmed up. I think this car will definitely work for me. Like I said, a set of airless tires is going to be on top of my list. But definitely not a bad setup. Like I said, it's mobile. So anyway, if you like the video, please hit like down the corner, hit that subscribe. Appreciate you watching. We'll catch you on the next one.